Hey friends, Dave here with Transfer Express, and today we are talking all about creating custom printed, low quantity t-shirts with your heat press that you could still profit from. Crazy, I know, right? But with our new UltraColor Max transfers, you have the ability to print single images or gang sheets up to 22 by 22 inches, unlocking so much potential for those low quantity orders. Regardless if you're looking for single pieces for photo shoots or prototypes for your own brand, or maybe you have customers who just need those 1 or 2 quantities, we're going to cover how you could print those shirts without breaking the bank, and you'll even still make a profit. So are you ready? Let's hit it. If you are new to Transfer Express, we are the world's largest supplier of custom screen printed and digital heat transfers, heat presses, free customizable designs, wholesale apparel, and expert advice to help grow your t-shirt business. If you haven't already, subscribe. We're kicking out new videos like this one every single week. Now, of course, one of the main challenges when you're printing lower quantities is meeting the minimum piece requirements for the decoration method that you're using. So take, for example, our goof-proof screen printed transfers start at just a 6 minimum quantity. So if you just want 1 or 2 pieces, you still have to buy the 6 sheets, which lead to an increase in cost and some waste if you're never going to use those additional sheets. Now, of course, another option you could use for low piece quantity orders is heat transfer vinyl and a vinyl cutter. But if you don't have that equipment, it might be a little expensive to invest in a setup that allows you to do that with heat transfer vinyl, and the product may vary, especially if you're just prototyping a few styles to print later on in screen printing, or even if you're taking product photography. Of course, one of the standards for one-offs and those prototypes or low quantity in the apparel decorating industry right now is direct to garment. But if you haven't made the investment into one of the expensive printers and the pre-treatment or all of the equipment that comes with direct to garment, outsourcing it to a local direct to garment printer in your area may be very expensive. Now, of course, with low quantity t-shirts, when you're doing that 1 or 2 quantity, you want the customer to feel like that $40 price for a single printed garment is worth it. So you definitely don't want any banding or any quality issues in that print. This is where our UltraColor Max transfers really come in clutch. Now, they're available with no minimum quantity, just a $25 order minimum. Now, I always recommend adding as much as you can onto the sheet. So if we just needed, say, this large graphic, we would need to print quite a few of them to make it to that 25 minimum piece quantity. But however, when we start adding a few different pieces of artwork for some other prototypes for different customers, or just some ideas for our own brand, we can very quickly minimize the per image cost and get over that $25 threshold by just a couple cents, making it extremely valuable for us to print these low quantity shirts. Now, of course, another benefit is the lightning fast turn times for UltraColor Max. If you order by 6 p.m., they will ship the next business day, which makes it really incredibly versatile and powerful for you as an apparel decorator, that anytime within 3 days that you're going to get your transfers and be able to print your shirts. All of this artwork on our sheet here today was created in our EasyView online designer using the layouts and clip art that are available for you to use for free as a Transfer Express customer. At just 6 cents per square inch, you could be confident that you are paying a nice, simple, low price for all of your artwork when you're printing it with UltraColor Max. You're not charged by the sheet like our UltraColor Soft, Stretch, or even our screen printed goof-proof transfers, but just the size of your image, making this incredibly profitable for when you're doing, say, just smaller left chest graphics, but it is completely fine to use and still profitable when you are making those low quantity, maybe full front or full back prints. Of course, we also have to talk about the versatility. With the UltraColor Max, you could be printing on cotton poly blends, and even triblends with absolutely no issue whatsoever. Want to prototype some headwear? It works on hats, bags, tote bags, fanny packs, pretty much anything you're going to throw at UltraColor Max, it's going to be able to apply to. it has great stretch and reboundability and applies at a low 290 degrees, so you could avoid scorching or damaging those heat-sensitive polyester garments. All right, say for this example here today, we're gonna have a customer approach us, needs a left chest and a back graphic on just a few different shirts. And we have another customer in mind who's been asking if we could do just some simple left chest shirts for them for a photo shoot before they list the product on their Etsy store or online shop. Also, you have a design yourself that you've been thinking about and wanting to prototype so that you could advertise it on social media. Or maybe it's just showing that you could do these full color prints as one of your apparel decorating capabilities. Regardless, we're gonna put it all onto one sheet here. Now with our UltraColor Max, we're talking about using these small micro gang sheets that we talked about. So here with our image, if this entire gang sheet of all of our images grouped together is just 15 inches by about 9.5, we're looking at about $25 for 6 total sheets printed of this block of images, or our gang sheet as we'll call it. Now, producing these with screen printed transfers would give us plenty of overs for all of the artwork that we have here on this sheet, but we would say we would be limited to just 2 colors instead of the 9+ that we are printing here, and we would be looking at a price tag of about $105, or about 4 times the cost of what we're going to be paying for these UltraColor Max. Now, I'm not saying that you wouldn't be able to profit with that, and that's a scenario where maybe you're breaking even, but just with a $25 print cost, for at least 6 of these full sheets, you're going to still be able to put some money back in your pocket. Now, I mentioned outsourcing jobs too, and I want to just do a quick comparison for pricing here. Looking at an online competitor who does offer one-off t-shirts, but looking at the pricing that they're going to charge, it's going to be $42 for just a 1 color on the front chest and a 1 color on the back, which is incredibly expensive on that lower end. Now, you could sell your customer at this price if this is the going market rate online or even in your area, or you could undercut, and while you're not making that large of a profit, when you're producing these lower quantity runs, usually it is a kind of lead-in. It's a foot in the door for that customer to come back and order a bulk run, or maybe even do these shirts again with a different style or their next concept that they need for a photo shoot. Either way, it's locking you in as their go-to for when they need anything custom printed. And that's really powerful for any t-shirt business. So of course, after all these scenarios, you could see why UltraColor Max is the best and most affordable option for you to produce these t-shirts with. So let's get into it. We're gonna hop over into our EasyView online designer at transferexpress.com, and you could easily jump in here and combine layouts with some extra clip art and combine it all here on the sheet. Now, when you go down here to the bottom left and select your print method as full color, then select our UltraColor Max transfers, you'll see that you don't have a dotted line for your sheet size. But as we start combining artwork and adding more and building our own sheet here in the design space, you can see in the bottom left that our sizing is constantly updating with each new piece that we order. Now, if you select it all, you'll see exactly what our sheet size is going to be for our pricing. So once we get to this 15 inches by 9.5 or about, you're going to see accurate pricing right down here on the bottom right-hand side. Also, with that accurate pricing, you're also going to see your estimated ship date. And in this case, you could see that this order is going to ship out the next business day. Of course, you don't have to build the artwork here in the EasyView Online Designer. All you have to do to upload your own art is click right here on the Upload Artwork button. Now, you could upload pretty much any file type you want to throw at us, from vector PDFs, AI files, PNGs to SVGs, TIFF files, or even JPEGs. Now, if your image is a little low resolution or has some jagged or soft edges, we're going to be able to show you that in the final step, which we call our heat map. it's going to highlight any areas on your transfer that may run into issues printing. Now you could select to have our artists here at Transfer Express work with you to provide a proof and fix any small areas that may be dropping out or some edges that aren't going to print crisp and clear. Or if you're happy with the way that your artwork looks here after we run it through our little system, you could just click proceed as is and run this through for just that 6 cents per square inch. Now that our transfers have arrived, we've got our blank shirt right here. And this is the one we'll be putting this left chest graphic on, right on the left chest. And then on the back side, we'll be grabbing this larger image to put right on the back. We're gonna pop back to the heat press and I'll show you just how easy UltraColor Max is to apply to cotton, cotton poly blends, or even 100% polyester. So let's do it. Now that we're back here at the Hotronix autoclave, we have it set up printing for our UltraColor Max. So our temperature is 290 degrees. We have a 5-second pre-press and a 15-second press, so we're all ready to go. We already have our pressure adjusted with our over-the-center pressure adjustment knob to get it in that medium to almost firm pressure range. Really, you just need a medium for the UltraColor Max, which makes it super versatile. So we're gonna open up our t-shirt and thread it onto our heat press, just like you would a pillowcase onto a pillow. Now that we're happy with the placement on our lower platen, let's just go ahead and give it a pre-press. A little 5 seconds just to remove any moisture from this 100% cotton shirt. Easiest way to eyeball a left chest placement and get it on is just go from where the shoulder seam meets the collar right here, trace a line straight down the garment, and then you can either go about 4 fingers down from collar, but I think that's gonna push this one just a little too low. So I'm going to grab our sleeve and make sure we're going up about 1/4 of the way through the sleeve, and that's gonna put to the middle of our image. So we're actually in a great spot right there, right off the eyeball. Once we're happy with the print placement, we'll go ahead and press this one for just 15 seconds for our UltraColor Max. And UltraColor Max is a hot peel. Now all we'll do is just pull this one right off the press and we'll load up the back of our shirt as well. Now it's so super easy to just slide this on and off our press with the quick slip pad protector. Not to mention, we're protecting that lower printing surface of our press, keeping everything nice and clean for years to come. Just like the front side, we'll print this back side, but we're gonna do this one just about 4 fingers down from the collar to the top of this little baseball guy. We'll get that aligned. Happy right where we wanna make it. We'll go ahead and print this one. And once the press opens, UltraColor Max is a hot peel. So easily just peel this carrier right off, and there you have it. Press opens, we get a nice hot peel. And just like that, we are all set with our printed shirt. So much cheaper than outsourcing, of course with the quick turn times and that simple production. But if you guys are on the fence, you could go to transferexpress.com or click this link right here to go and request your own free sample of UltraColor Max to see how quick and easy it truly is to produce these low quantity orders with, regardless of the color count. Of course, here at Transfer Express, we are releasing new videos like this one every single week right here on our YouTube channel. So we ask you subscribe to just stay up to date for all of the upcoming videos, the tips, tricks, and t-shirt business expert advice that we like to help you out with. But until next time, I'm Dave. Happy pressing.